Welcome to Lesson 3 of Section 5 of the BJCP Tasting Exam Preparation Course from the Brewers Anonymous Homebrew Club. We are continuing our look at master level descriptions with Lesson 3, the examples for appearance. So let's get going with our disclaimer. This episode in this series is not affiliated with, nor endorsed or checked by the BJCP, the AHA, or any other organizations discussed in any episode of this series. We're continuing to look at our goal of writing master level descriptions for our BJCP tasting exam. We've discussed why we want to do that, what defines a master level description, and we've gone through the ranks of aroma descriptions. So now it's time to take a look at appearance. And in this lesson, we will look at the bare minimum appearance description, certified level appearance like description, national level like appearance description, and then ending with master level like appearance description. All right, let's get started with that. Bare minimum, all of these appearance descriptions will be for the same category 18B American Pale Ale. And starting with the bare minimum, yellow-orange, pretty clear, nice white head. So it's not hard to see why this one's lacking. Yellow-orange is kind of hedging our bets, putting out a nondescript range that's not too broad, but still not specific. Pretty clear is more of a conversational description than an evaluation description. And nice is a filler word. And side note, since we're on that subject, side note to this lesson, avoid words that rhyme with ice and ud. Nearly all of them are filler words. So keep that in mind as you're writing out your exam. Now let's step up to a certified level description. Golden color, very clear, tall white head with good retention. We've got a specific color now, gold. Very clear, specifies the clarity level more than the subjective pretty clear descriptor. And we're starting to tick off that sub-checklist for head retention that's on this section of the score sheet. But, of course, we can do better. Let's build from this and look at a national level-like description. Deep gold and very clear. Generous frothy white head with excellent persistence. Leaves some lacing on the glass. We've adjusted gold to a more deep gold specific color, which is actually one of the color terms used in the SRM model, which we'll cover in an upcoming section. So that's good. That gives us an understanding of how these color ranges are defined, typically. We also hit all the head sub checklist items in this description. Again, looking at these national level descriptions, do this all day on your exam and you got it made, I think. Again, I can't guarantee anything, but that's the feeling I get reading these types of descriptions. But let's aim just a little higher. Let's look at what a master level description looks like. Polished deep gold with brilliant clarity. Dense, rocky white head stands tall with long-lasting persistence. Small, steady carbonation bubbles visible. We have some high-level descriptors again, demonstrating a high-level evaluation that we have done with this beer, using phrases like polished deep gold and brilliant clarity, emphasizing the true clarity we're seeing in this beer. We further painted a picture of what this beer looks like by adding the rocky descriptor to the head description. And while we were judging, we couldn't help notice that there's a slight effervescence in this beer, so we noted it with small, steady carbonation bubbles visible. Now, there is a little bit of an obstacle when it comes to appearance in the tasting exam. The beers are poured in secret, out of sight from everybody, including the proctors. This way, no one has any clue at all, not even a hint of what beer is going to be served next. All of this it's blind judging. You will not know until you're told by the exam administrator what style to judge this beer as. With that, the head of each pour typically is starting to fall or maybe completely fallen just as you get your beer at the start of that time block for you to evaluate that beer. So this makes checking that head sub checklist a little hard. In that case, you should still absolutely describe what you see. Here's an example of taking that last master level description and rewriting it as if we had just been given our beer and the head has fallen. So now it reads, polished deep gold with brilliant clarity. Head has fallen to a thick color of small defined bubbles around the glass with a nearly full covering of fine bubbles across the top of the beer. Small steady carbonation bubbles visible. Again, write what you're experiencing, not what you think there should be or what there was before you got the beer. Write what you're seeing. So now that we have our goal, you should know, everyone should know at this point in the course, it is time to practice, practice, practice. This should not be news to you. So go practice with a few score sheets and a few beers and really focus in on dialing in the appearance. Do the whole score sheet, but really put an emphasis on getting as close as you can to that master level appearance description. And from there, we're going to start concentrating on flavor, and that's the focus of the next lesson. So let's head on over to lesson 4.